You a new real estate agent trying to navigate your first year in the business? Well, in this video, I want to give you a quick guide to navigating your first year as a real estate rookie agent. So let's dive right into the video. My name is Chris with the Empire Real Estate YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about real estate, personal finance, and building your real estate empire. Before we dive into the video, I do want to tell you about our new agent academy. We just launched this academy. Inside, you'll find trainings, live group coaching, and you're also going to find a community of other agents that you can connect with and talk to. So if you want to join that group, click the link down below and join today. How to navigate this new industry. And the truth is, it can be a lot of struggle at first when you first start out. I started my real estate career at 22 years old. This was 9 years ago. And it feels like it was just yesterday I was going through all these challenges and struggles. And now it's 9 years later, and I have a real estate team of 9 agents, including myself, and 2 transaction coordinators. So I got through the struggle, I got through the hard times, and I beat the failure rate, which is 87%. So everybody I went to real estate class with, the statistics show that 87% of those people failed out of the business. 13% made it, and then out of that 13%, there's probably like 2 to 4% that actually did very well. So this industry is highly competitive. It comes with a lot of challenges, and you're gonna have to get through a lot of things to be successful. So in this video, I want to teach you how to navigate your very first year as a rookie real estate agent and come through the other side successful. The very first thing I want to talk about is setting realistic expectations and realistic goals. If you come into this industry and you think you're going to sell 50 or 70 houses your first year, you might end up disappointed because the vast majority of real estate agents sell 5 to 6 homes a year. Some even sell less than that. Going through the past couple years, there's a lot of agents that sold 1 or 2 houses, and you can't make a full-time living on selling 1 or 2 houses unless they're like multi-million dollar houses. And the truth is, most agents aren't selling those kind of houses. So you need to be realistic and you need to set realistic goals. And the best way to do that is to go through a complete analysis of how much you make per commission, how much net profit after you pay your brokerage make per commission, and then how many houses you're actually going to have to sell to replace your full-time income. So if you're making $70,000 a year right now at your 9-to-5 job, you want to figure out how many homes you're going to have to sell based on your market's average sales price to replace that income. And I would make that my first year goal. Now, if you smash that goal your first year, you should really celebrate because that's a big deal. So once you hit that goal, the next year I would try to 2x that. So you want to take it from, making 70 to try to go to 140, right? And over time, you can build up a really good income if you do this the right way. But if you set your goals too big right off the bat and you don't hit those goals, you're going to feel discouraged, you might feel depressed, and you might really beat yourself up even if you had a really good year, statistically compared to other agents in the market, especially if you're a brand new agent. The next tip I have as a new agent is to build your brand and establish your online presence ASAP. When people type your name into Google, you want a lot of information to come up. And if it doesn't, you're a secret agent, and secret agents don't make money in real estate. That's one thing that I was taught when I first started is you can't be a secret agent and you can't be a successful agent at the same time. You have to put yourself out there. You have to build a brand because, as I always say, this industry is super saturated. And there's a lot of real estate coaches and a lot of real estate companies that are out there that are teaching agents that won't tell them that fact. And I hate that because that's not real. This industry is highly saturated and it doesn't take a lot to get into it. You can get in most cases by taking a course that's less than 100 hours and paying, $1,000 or $1,500 to get started. This is a super low barrier business. It doesn't take a lot to start it. It's easy to get into if you just pass your test, sign up with a brokerage. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's not like starting a self-storage facility where you're going to need a couple $100,000 or starting a retail store or a big box retail outlet. It's not like that. And because of that, the competition is super fierce. There are thousands of real estate agents in your market and you have to stand out. Now, that's not to say you can't make a good living, but to make a good living, you're going to have to be exceptional and you're going to have to stand out and really learn marketing because the industry is saturated. It's what's called a red ocean business in the world of marketing. So it's super important that you take this serious, and it's super important that you get yourself on the internet ASAP and start building these brand assets that's going to set you apart from this red ocean and this crowded market. The next point I want to talk on is effective time management and organization. So many agents get into this business, they quit their 9-to-5 job, and they don't know what to do. They just sit at their desk and do nothing, right? I was there at one point. I was at a banking job. I was in finance. I was 22, and I'm like, I'm just going to quit. I saved up some money, and I'm going to go start my real estate business. And I got into the office after I did all this stuff. I got my licenses. I went through the tests. I studied. I did all this work. And then I just sat there at the office, and I'm like, well, what do I do now? I don't know what to do. Like, what's next? And if you're not at the right brokerage with the right people and you don't have a mentor, you're just going to sit there until you eventually quit. And that is not effective time management. So you need someone that's going to tell you exactly what you need to do to move the needle forward. I have agents on my team that just started, they're brand new, and I gave them a complete outline of everything they need to do to get started. And these agents that are on my team that just got started, they're doing well. They signed on multiple clients. They have listings coming up. They have all this stuff happening. But when they were at their own at the last brokerage as an independent agent, they were just kind of sitting there wondering like, hey, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't have any leads. I don't know how to get leads. I don't know how to call leads. I don't know how to convert leads. I don't know how to do consultations. And this is a big problem. If you're a new agent, you're going to face it, and you need guidance, and you need to get aligned with a brokerage or some kind of a mentor or training program that will teach you what to do. Because if you don't know what to do, you're going to waste time, you're going to run out of money, and you're going to end up back at that 9-to-5 job that you hate. The next thing I want to touch on is lead generation strategies for new agents. So if you didn't know, by now, you're going to have to generate business. You're going to have to generate leads. Now, there are a couple ways you can do this. You can sign up for a real estate team who has leads that's going to give you leads, and you might have to pay a higher split. But if you get involved with the right team between their coaching, mentoring, and leads, it's well worth getting a lower split, right? Well worth it. But if you don't find a team that provides value, that provides leads, then it might not be a good use of your time, and it might be better to just stay as a solo agent. Not all real estate teams are created equal, and I could say this because when I first started my real estate team, it stunk. It was not a good real estate team. It was 2018. I was a brand new real estate team leader. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. But now the team I have in place in 2024 is a totally different team, and it's a totally different value stack, and they get a ton of value. So you need to find the right real estate team and find a real estate team leader that's going to be fair, honest, and really look out for your best interest. On top of that, if you want to stay a solo real estate agent, there are lead sources you can get into. You can look into Lofty Leads. That's what we currently use. There's a link down in the description below where you'll actually get a free trial if you book a call with their demo team and you decide you want to check it out. That option is more expensive. So if you don't have a big budget, then you might want to wait on that. It does come with a CRM. It comes with a lot of things. It's well worth the investment. We pay for it every month and we love it. But if you're just starting out and you don't have a big budget, you might want to look into something more cost effective like RedX. Now, RedX is a prospecting dialer. You're going to get a lot of data. You can buy for sale by owner leads, circle prospecting leads, for rent by owner leads. And if you don't know what these are, check out some of my other videos where we talk about these lead sources and how they can impact your business and help you grow. But if you want to check out RedX, there is an affiliate link down below as well where you can find some different discounts and sales on RedX leads. One more tip I want to touch on is the importance of watching your marketing budget. So if you spend too much money on leads, you can run out of money pretty quick. Real estate leads take time to convert, and if you're brand new, you're probably going to have a pretty low conversion rate. So be careful of lead sources that cost a lot of money because this could run your bank account dry and force you to get back into a 9-to-5 job and quit your real estate business. Now that we have a pretty good outline of what to expect, I do want to touch upon one last thing, and this thing is important. If you're going to be calling leads, if you're going to be reaching out to your sphere of influence, if you're going to be building this business, you have to have thick skin because this industry is filled with rejection, and it can be upsetting when you call people and they hang up on you or they yell at you and all this stuff happens. Trust me, you can look at some of my videos of cold calling. I've been cold calling for years and I've been hung up on I don't even know how many times. People just hang up the phone, they're rude, they're not nice, and if you're door knocking, they could yell at you right in their driveway if you're knocking on their door. I've had people, open doors and scream at me. So like these things happen, but you need to stay motivated if you actually want this. And if this is one of your goals to build a real estate business and work for yourself, you're gonna have to push through those hard times, because every time it gets tough, you have to get tougher. Because this industry is one of those industries where there's a lot of rejection, and you have to be mentally strong to get through that and keep pushing forward when you're having bad days. Because you will have bad days as a new real estate agent. Everybody has them. Even when you're working with clients, things can go wrong, and you have to be that person that talks to the client, and you can be the face of the bad news. So you have to stay motivated when things go wrong, because if you don't, you're gonna let your foot off the gas, and then you're gonna stop getting deals under contract, and your income's gonna dry up pretty quick. So that's one of the downsides to this business, is you kind of always have to stay moving forward, and you have to stay in the right mind space mentally. So that's one of the biggest things and the biggest tips I would tell you as a new agent is stay focused, stay motivated, and keep your head in the right space. Because if you don't do that, you could end up in a really bad predicament pretty quick, because this industry is filled with ups and downs. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you're struggling with as a new real estate agent. Thanks for tuning in. Have an awesome day.